Hey YouTube, Dan here from EAP Films Official. And what a day, what a day, what a day. I've heard through the grapevine that Grace from the X Factor has had to leave the competition because her visa was not accepted, which is a real shame because she sang brilliantly. I only reviewed her, was it last week? And it's a shame that she's had to leave. She's not the first person that's happened to. I remember years ago there was a woman, I can't remember where she was from now, but somewhere in Africa, I believe, and she sang so beautifully, Walking on Sunshine. I remember that. Her name was Gamu, that was it. So I don't know where she was from. It might be, I'm going to try and guess, but she had to leave the competition for, I think, the same reason, which is a real shame. So unfortunately for Grace, her story's been cut short, and I guess I can only review so much of hers, which I will do later. But for now, as it's reaction day, I will be looking at Voices of Love, tribute to Mang Gerry. Have I said that name right? Mange? Anyway. So without further ado, let's have a listen. And today's drink sponsored by Cola.
Is loudest when the world around us is silent, and when we are softened in the embrace of a silent prayer. The voice of love speaks through our hearts, and we're once again in a happy place. No one knows this better than Regine Velasquez.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Martin Yvan.
That's so sad. The way I'm feeling right now is the way I felt years ago. I remember I went to the National Television Awards in London, and it was the year Steve Irwin had died, and his wife Terry came out on stage to present an award, and literally there was a standing ovation for about 5 minutes, and she was just crying and everyone was crying with her, and it was so emotional. You know what, even though she's not singing, her presence it's incredibly soothing, and she still brings the emotion, but quite literally in this case. My nose is running now. At least you know she sings live.
The wheels are turning, and sometimes I'm not so wise. You are my heart and my soul, my inspiration.
The whole audience is crying their eyes out.
Remain. than you. I am the living
She's still crying. Oh my god. I don't blame him, to be honest.
I love you, Papa.
Oh man.
Regine Velasquez, everyone, come on.
That was hard to watch, I won't lie. That was as I've said before, I am quite an empathetic person, so literally when she starts bawling her eyes out, I feel like I'm right there with her. And when that guy came back on stage to give her a hug, I just, yeah, you kind of want to be that person, don't you, to kind of give her the hug and, you know, just give her some support. I think a lot of people in the audience also needed the hug as well. I know that I would have wanted a hug. Yeah, it's so sad. But despite how she probably felt and how she still, you know, cried and probably just the first several verses, in fact, you know, she completely just let the music run and everything. But despite all that, she still managed to, when she did sing, she still managed to pull out the bag and give the audience something to well, I was going to say to cheer about, but that's not really how it meant to come out. But she still sang it beautifully, and she made sure that she gave some performance. But even if she cried the whole way through, I think everybody would have been fine with that, to be honest. So that was my reaction. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for trying to make me cry. That was actually really sad. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.